Hey Greg, let's talk bourbon. All right, here it is. The single barrel showdown, the finals, the bangers round, right? If you'll recall, we've been doing the last several weeks a series of 4 blinds. They're all my single barrels that are bourbon and or Tennessee whiskey. And I've done it. It turns out I have 28 of them, or now 29. And I broke them up into groups of 7. And the first round was the lower proof single barrels. That we did that round. The Old Elk single barrel won that round. The next round was the under $70 but cask strength single barrels. And the Old Elk, which moved forward to that round, because each round the winner gets to move forward, so that way I don't miss out on some great bottle, right? So the Old Elk won that next round. Moved into the third round. The third round was the cask strength, over $70 single barrels, but they weren't quite bangers. And the Old Elk did not get out of that one. The Old Elk ended up finishing 4th. The Rabbit Hole Hair Gold ended up winning 3rd. Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 33 single barrel cask strength ended up finishing 2nd. And our winner out of that round, and it wasn't even that close, was the Old Dominick Tennessee whiskey. This bottle won and got to move forward into the finals with the bangers. And I think it does belong here. It is really, really good. So, the bangers round here, I've got what I was figuring were my 7 best bottles. We're going to figure that out and find out if indeed these 7 bottles are worthy of that. So what do we have? We have Elijah Craig single barrel. Well, these are all cask strength. And then we have the Bardstown single barrel, which was a Louisville location only bottle. You had to go there to get it. I think we picked it up in, what was it, March or April last year? Fantastic. Dark Arts single barrel of their bourbon. This is the purple one. You'll hear bourbon junkies talk very highly of this bottle. We have Peerless, the double oaked single barrel. And we have J. Mattingly, their Frankfurt Hayride, which is a single barrel. In fact, they're a small operation. Everything they do is bottled by the barrel. This is a Total Wine exclusive here. Chestnut Farms. It is a Barton's product, 8-year-old, really nice. And we'll get into this just a touch more later, but then we have the Blanton's straight from the barrel, cask strength. And that rounds us out. So I have them in order of price. The Elijah Craig was about $90. The Bardstown was $100. The Dark Arts was about, around 100, 110. The Peerless was 110. The J. Mattingly was 120. The Chestnut Farms was 150. Now this is the cask strength version. So 150, is it really worth 150? I don't know. I would say it's worth 100 to 120 all day. And then the Bardstown, oh my goodness, the Blanton's, straight from the barrel. As far as proof level of these, they're all up there. They're all around 120 plus, except for maybe, this Peerless is only about 115. But otherwise, they're all like 120 plus. So many of them are around 125. So they're all pretty darn powerful in terms of proof. But these are all lovely. This is going to be fun because, these are some of my favorite bottles right here. As you can see here, I've had this one for a while and it's almost gone. Which says something. I just absolutely love the Elijah Craig. But what are my predictions? What do I think is going to happen? Just quickly before we dive in, right? So, I got to start with the Bardstown single barrel. I got to start with this because this bottle, I put it in several of the blinds, and this bottle has never lost. It has always won. It has in the past beaten the Elijah Craig. It has beaten the J. Mattingly. It has beaten the Old Dominic. However, it has never been blinded against the Dark Arts, this Peerless Double Oak, the Chestnut Farms, or the Blanton Straight from the Barrel. So it's never been blinded against those. So, it's got some good contenders here, but still, I mean, the Bardstown, what more can I say about it? I mean, it is strong on the nose, strong on the palate, and it is right down the middle, exactly what you think a bourbon should taste like. There's just like no fault in this bottle at all. I have to say that this is my choice to be the winner again. Until somebody beats it, it's the champion, right? That being said, we got a lot of great contenders here. Let's start with our winner of the last round, the Old Dominic. This is the Tennessee whiskey. This one happened to be a pick for a charity about Alzheimer's. It was really good. I picked this up down in Memphis at the distillery. Really fantastic stuff. And like I said, it easily won the last blind. If you're interested, go back and look at that one. Other thoughts? Well, let's look at the other end, shall we? Let's look at which ones I don't think are going to work out that well. I hate to say it. I love Elijah Craig. I like, as you can see, this bottle's almost gone. Once it is gone, I'm planning to replace it with probably C925 when it comes out. The C's tend to be the better release, it seems. So I'm probably going to finish, once this blind is done, I'm probably going to finish this off within the next few weeks. And then I'll just be without it until that C925 comes out. But that being said, I just don't think that this is going to be able to hold up against some of these other ones. The competition is so stiff. I think the Elijah Craigs might well finish at, near the bottom. I hate to say it, but that's what I think. This Peerless Double Oak, it is fantastic. I'm telling you, this thing is a chocolate bomb. Now, the regular Peerless Double Oak, the small batch version of it, I find that one to be a little on the oaky side, maybe even a little astringent. This is a single barrel of it. I'm telling you, while it is a little oaky, there's no astringency to this at all. It is fantastic, and it is just an absolute chocolate bomb. That being said, I'm going to probably say that a lot, but as much as I like this bottle, again, there's stiff competition up here. I think this is a little on the soft side. I think the Peerless is going to be near the bottom of the group here. That's just my thought. We'll see if it can prove me wrong. Now, some of these other bottles. The J. Mattingly is so sweet. And if you have watched my previous videos, you know that I really tend to like sweet bourbons in a blind. And this is so sweet. It's like full of vanillas and confectionery sugar. It's got a few other notes as well, but it is so sweet. I think this is going to do really well. I think the J. Mattingly is probably going to finish in the top half. Is a contender to possibly win it. Dark Arts, really great. This is really fruit forward. It even has a sense of coconut to it. Got some sweetness, got some spice to it, but really it's more fruit forward than anything. But I gotta say, it's not that sweet. And because it's not that sweet, I think it's probably going to finish somewhere in the middle. Well, then we got to talk about the Blantons. Blantons, straight from the barrel. So last year, my brother and I were down in, wandering around the Bourbon Trail, and we stopped at the Bourbon Library, downtown Frankfurt. Oh, really nice place. Got to stop there if you get a chance. Anyway, so we tried there at the Bourbon Library, we tried Blanton's Gold and we tried Blanton's Straight from the Barrel side by side. And we thought that the Straight from the Barrel was definitely better than the Gold. And the day before, we had Michter's 10. And in our 4-day trip that we had, we were thinking that the Michter's 10 was the best that we had. But when we tried the Blanton Straight from the Barrel, we then changed our minds and thought that the Blanton Straight from the Barrel was better than the Michter's 10. Now, granted, they weren't side by side. We tasted them probably 30 hours apart. So, you really need to try them side by side to really know. But we were very, very impressed with this. And so we went out and when I got home, I found it online and I bought it. And it was about $210. Now, granted, the MSRP is more around $150, $170. I found it for $210. Cost me $220 after tax or after shipping. But what do I think of it? Since then, I've tried it. Right? It's got some gone from here. I've had it over the last few weeks. So I have to say, I hate to say this, but it's got a softer nose and a softer palate than some of these other bottles up here. It's still strong. It's just not as strong as some of these others. And it's lovely. It's absolutely fantastic. It's what you would expect from Blanton straight from the barrel. But can it hold up against this competition? That will be the question. We will find out. I do think that the fact that the nose and the palate on this is more of a medium strength as opposed to a really strong one, I think that might hold it back. I think it might end up in the lower half. Hopefully Blanton's will prove me wrong. All right. So, the Chestnut Farms. Chestnut Farms, this is Barton's, their product. It's a Total Wine exclusive. It's an 8-year-old single barrel. It's really tasty. But you know what? I bought this several months ago. I was drinking it back then, kind of set it aside. I haven't had it in several months. Other than remembering that it's really good, I don't really remember. I guess I don't really remember the tasting notes on it. I'm not really sure exactly how it's going to compare to the others. So I guess by default, I'm going to say I think it's going to fall in the middle. Old Dominic. I already told you it's really great. I got it down in Memphis. I think it might finish in the top half. I think it might. And so those are my predictions. We'll see how it goes. The things I'm most curious about is how does the Blantons do? How does the Bardstown do? Well, and then, the one that had to work its way in here, the Old Dominic, I'm interested to see how that does. So there we go. Those are my predictions. Let's get on to it, shall we? So we have 8 bottles. They're numbered 1 to 8 in order of price. And with the exception of the one at the end here, which would actually fall about here at $100. So we have, I will move the bottles on over. Those numbers correspond to numbers in the bottom of the glasses. I poured these glasses, I don't know, about 30 minutes ago. They're all mixed up. And I will refer to them as A to G. And so, A to H, actually. A to H. All right, let the palate there. Let's get started on this. Glass A. This is going to be tough, by the way. All right, this one smells really nice. Doesn't necessarily come across to me as being a really strong nose, but it's not weak either. I don't think any of these are weak. Sense of breadiness. I got some caramels, cinnamon, just some baking spice. But it's pretty straight down the middle kind of bourbon. It's what it smells like to me. All right. Glass B. Well, this was our dark one, right? I mean, literally a dark color. So I can tell you right now, unfortunately, that gives away which one this is. This would have to be the double oak. Smells fruit forward, actually. Well, there on that. So initially, it was like melons, right? The fruit. But in that second nose, I really got a sense of breadiness and cinnamon and baking spice and maybe a little nutmeg to it. Don't necessarily get chocolate on the nose. I can find it if I'm looking for it, but it doesn't smack me upside the head with chocolate. All right, Glass C. This is lovely. So far, all three of these have had about the same level of nose. This has got a little bit higher notes here. This is more into the vanillas. But I think there's also some caramel there. There's also some fruit there, like maybe some pear, maybe some apple. And then, of course, there's the sense of oak and the 5 spice. Glass D. Also really nice. Fruit forward. And maybe some breadiness in this one. Yeah. I get maltiness or breadiness in this. I think a lot of the times when I say breadiness, I think that's a lot of times it comes from a sense of a little bit of a malty. But yeah, caramels. Maybe a touch of vanilla, but it's more caramel. But it's real nice. Nice mix of, just a touch of the baking spice at the end, just a touch. It's more, these notes are more in the middle. And maybe some nutty notes in this one. So while it's got some cinnamon, I also definitely think it goes into the nutmeg. Would I say it gets into the hazelnut? Maybe. It's a little on the nutty side. All right. Glass E. This is completely different. In fact, I think I know which one this is because you know what that difference is? It smells like tobacco. With honey or vanilla? Yeah, I would say honey. Yeah, maybe some vanilla. Yeah, and then there's that tobacco. A little bit of spice in the background. All right, glass F. Oh God! Now okay. All of these noses have been great. This one, however, strikes me as being the best of that I've had so far. It just smells really lovely. It's really delicious. It's got fruit. It's got sweet. Maybe also some breadiness to it. Maltiness. The fruit, I get like a melon. I also get like a pear. The breadiness comes across almost like a graham cracker. There's also a little bit of vanilla on top. Or would I rather say that it's a whipped cream? I don't know. Not sure. When I get that on the palate, I'll know more. All right, glass G. Oh my God. Now this one smells even better. Oh my God. That's just so delicious. God. Okay, where do I start describing this one? It's definitely got that maltiness, quite big, which I really like. But it's sweet and it's fruity. A lot of vanilla. A lot of vanilla. Maybe confectionery sugar. What's the fruit? The fruit isn't, I wouldn't say that this is fruit forward, but the fruit is definitely there. I would say this is more sweet and malty forward. With maybe a touch of graham cracker in there. The fruit, God, what just flashed through my mind was like a peach or apricot, somewhere in there. Oh, God, that's lovely. Wow. We need to watch for F and G. Those noses were something. All right. Glass G. H. Sorry. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So F and G are the ones that had the really spectacular noses. And H. Well, this one's kind of soft. Now, it might be because I think that G was the strongest nose up here. And so it's coming off of a really strong nose. Maybe if I put it in a different order, this won't seem so weak. But this is a nice nose. I mean, it's got some vanilla and some caramel. It's got some cinnamon. There's definitely a baking spice at the back. Has a sense of maltiness. That's what I get out of it. Do I get any fruit? Not a lot. There might be some sense of fruit there, but I'm not getting a ton. More just kind of getting that caramel, vanilla, cinnamon, baking spice mix. All right. Let's run through this on the palate, shall we? Glass A. Now, if I recall, I was going to say, if I recall on the nose, I thought it was kind of a straight down the middle bourbon. But I just got a mouthful of apricot. Wow. Sweet, though. It's like apricots all day with like some covered in vanilla. And I don't know, is there a little confectionery sugar there? Maybe. And there's also a touch of the spice, but the spice is not heavy at all. I mean, it's just apricot all day. Holy smokes. You would swear that this thing was finished in an apricot barrel or something, like apricot brandy or something. But nothing up here is finished with, I guess, the exception of the double oak, right? Other than that, nothing up here is finished. That's fantastic. I don't know what it is. That's fantastic. All right. Glass B. I do have a guess for that, but we'll see. Glass B. Smells darker, like the color. Ooh, rich. This is tasty. It's definitely oaky. Almost tastes like it's been finished in a pork cask, really. It kind of has that kind of taste. Yeah. I didn't necessarily get chocolate on the nose. I get it on the palate. Yep. So it's oaky, it's chocolate, cinnamon, and then there's like confectionery sugar sprinkled over it. That's pretty tasty. Pretty damn tasty. Can't go wrong with that one. All right. Glass B. C. I'm already mixing them up. All right, glass C. I just started. Oh, God. Wow. This is really going to be hard. Oh, my God. That is a fantastic sip right there. It's really sweet. Really sweet. I mean, sweeter than the last two. Really sweet. Confectionery sugar and vanilla all day. Yeah. Great legs on it, too. Great mouthfeel. There's a little bit of like some spice there. A little sense of oakiness. But then that fades and you're just left with that vanilla. Just lasting and lasting. I also think maybe there's some pear in there. All right. That's what I get. Wow, that's good. I don't know how I'm choosing between these. That's why we call it the banger round, right? All right, Glass D. This is good. I don't know which one this would be. But it's a little spicier than the others have been. And to be honest, there's some fruit, there's some sweet. It's a little on the drying side though. The only one I've noticed that so far. Yeah. I would say that that's the most disappointing glass I've had. The others have been just phenomenal, right? The first three have been fantastic. And this fourth one is like, yeah, it's good. Yeah. All right. Don't know which one it is, but that's what I get. Glass E. Oh, yeah. Tasty, tasty, tasty. I love this bottle. Has to be the Elijah Craig. Can't be anything else. Vanilla, confectionery sugar, over that tobacco. And earthiness. I don't know if I really get any leather, which often accompanies those notes, but I do get some of that earthiness. Great legs. Really tasty. Great change up, right? That's why the reason why this bottle is so low is because I love it as a change up. And I find the same thing is true of the Old Elk, which also has that tobacco note to it. When you're drinking other stuff, so many bourbons, kind of taste the same. And just to break it up, you throw in there some Elijah Craig, or you throw in there some Old Elk that has that, different notes. It gets into the tobacco and the leather, and, it just changes it up. That's really good. I don't think, I said it, I thought it might finish last. I don't think it's going to. That D, I liked E a lot better than D. Anyways, we're on to F. Oh yeah, nice nose. Wow, fruit forward, big time. Melons and I don't know, strawberries and then there's the vanilla. Berries. I mean, wow. And then there's cinnamon. The spice comes in at the end. I almost even get a melon in there. There's just a lot of different fruits going on. It's very fruit forward. Yeah. That's really nice. explosion of different fruit flavors with vanilla over the top and the spice underneath. It's really nice. All right. Glass. G. Right? I don't know. I should put damn letters on these things. Glass G. Oh, God, what a nose. Oh, wow. Okay. Honey, first off. Vanilla. Spice at the end. Graham cracker. Not getting a ton of fruit. I think there's a little there. It is quite spicy though. I will give it that. Might be, I know I said D was rather spicy. So this G is also on the spicy side. It's got an amazing nose. It's got some nice flavors. We'll have to see if that spiciness ends up holding it back. Although I don't think it's got such an amazing nose though. I don't think this has a chance of falling in the bottom half. I have a feeling it's at least going to be somewhere in the middle. If not, way up there. We'll just have to see. And glass, H. This is the one that had the light nose, but of course was coming off of the strongest nose. And yes, it appears light to me again. But it's quite tasty. The palate also isn't that strong. Makes me guess it might be the Blantons. Based on, my commentary earlier. But it's real nice. Good mouthfeel. Right down the middle. It's a touch spicy at the end. But caramels, vanilla, maltiness to it, cinnamon. I don't know, does it get into a little bit of nuttiness? Maybe a little. Is there fruit in it? There might be some up there with the vanilla. I think there might be a little pear, apple. Yeah, more like a pear, I think. There's a little fruit in it. It's real nice. We'll see. Have to see if that light nose and light palate ends up pulling it back. All right. So we have gone through it once. It's time to pick on some glasses here. Try to eliminate one or two of these. Right? Get this down to a more manageable number. Well, I recall that I really liked A, B, and C. And I liked E. I liked G and H. And really, D was the only one I felt let down by. And H was good, but it was a little light. So let's bounce around a little bit, see what we can do. I mean, it's good. It's good. We're setting the palate a little bit. That B is good. That's really good. Ooh, that's really good. Wow. That's really good. That's lovely. Whatever A is, it's lovely. That's good too. All right. Yeah, I gotta go D in 8th place. I'm not sure what it is, but I am confident that it is the most ordinary in this group, which it's actually kind of a surprise that I put something in here that's ordinary, that I would describe something that way. Some of these bottles kind of got a pass. I just put them in by reputation into this round. I can make guesses, but I'd probably be way wrong. So I'm just going to stay away from guessing at it. But now I'm moving on. I'm looking at E and I'm looking at H as the two weakest next. That's nice. All right. I got to put H out in 7th place. It's very nice. It's a nice pour. It just can't hold up to these, and it's just so light. In comparison, I can't hang with the others. All right. This one right here is fantastic. Whatever it is, it's fantastic. So is that one. This one's a little different. I'm thinking that A, it's really nice, it's really fruit forward, it's not too sweet. It's making me think dark arts. It's what it's making me think. It's really nice though. Oh, whatever A is, it's really nice. It's worth considering. Yeah, I think my next three weakest are A, I hate to say it because I really like it, B, ditto, and E, well, again, right? I mean, I like them all. At this point, they're all really, really good. So, yeah, I'm going to have to eliminate one of these that I really like. Because at this point, there were two that had an obvious flaw. I eliminated those two. There's no obvious flaws here in what's remaining. I am now taking some of my favorite stuff and I'm going to have to eliminate it. That's what really it comes down to. Because these are all so good. But I do kind of think that the A, the B, and the E maybe aren't quite as good as the C, the F, and the G. I'm really enjoying that Elijah Craig. Oh, that's good. That double oak is so good. Oh, God. It's just a fruit explosion over here at A. Oh, my God. I don't know. Should C be in that mix? It's also really good. Really sweet. Wow. That's the vanilla bomb. That's the one with the vanilla just keeps going, right? Yeah. Yeah. That just seemed... I mean, I might be wrong, but that just seems like Jay Manley to me. It's really nice. Wow. That just vanilla just keeps going and going and going and going. That's really nice. God. Getting water everywhere. All right. Wow. I don't know. I just went through it, and it's like, well, this one doesn't deserve to be out. That one doesn't deserve to be out. That one doesn't deserve to be out. And that one doesn't deserve to be out. That one, nor that one either. Fuck. Right? This is really hard. These. I'm going to say it right now. I mean, I think these two are a little bit better than those four. Little bit. But if I picked any of these six as the winner, I'd be happy with it. I would. These are good. And they're good for different reasons, which is why I'm having a hard time. Because some of them are kind of the same, but a lot of them, there's a lot of different things going on here. We got a not so sweet fruit explosion over here. We got a double oak chocolate thing going on over here. We got earthy tobacco thing going on over here. And then over here we got this vanilla bomb that you got a vanilla finish. You don't say that very often, do you? The vanilla, it goes past everything else and just keeps going. Just keeps going. Lasts for a long time. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, coconut just showed up. Yeah, coconut. If you heard what I said earlier, that means something to me. Boy, that's good. Wow. And I really like that darkness. I'm really digging it. That's good. You know how I like sweet ones. Oh, God. Sweetest glass here. Right there. Tasty. That being said, starting to get a little bitterness in this glass. Cracking the armor. That's really well balanced. Fruity. Oh. Wow. All right, I gotta do something. I'm gonna do glass F. Sorry, Elijah Craig. I'm really enjoying it, but I got some bitterness out of that last round. It's the only glass up here. I'm gonna go glass E out in 6th place. And I'm sad about that because I was really enjoying it. But I can't overlook that bitterness that's starting to develop in that glass. Can't overlook it. Not against these, right? Not against these. Where do I go from here? Well, I went this way, so I'm going to go back that way. That's like nectar. Oh, man. Oh. It's good. So this one is absolutely fantastic unless you drink this one first. Because this one's better. I don't know which glasses. I don't have a guess for either of these two. I don't know what they are. But they're both really good. But I think this one's the better one. All right. Oh. Yeah. That's why I like that one. Yeah. Wow. What the hell do I do here? Oh, God, that's good too. Oh. Wow. Such an explosion of flavors. Okay, I'm liking B and I'm liking C a lot. A lot. This one is also really good. This one's really good, but it's not as good as this one. And they're next to each other. So I'm getting that comparison over and over again. So this one here that I think is Dark Arts. It's not that sweet, but it is just boom, 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 boom. Flavor explosion, mostly fruits. Very fruit forward. And holy smokes. I'm just sorry. As much as I like these two, it's not as good as that one. And as much as I like these two, this one's better than that one. So, wow. All right, I'm going to try these three against each other and see which one goes. Oh, man. Vanilla, vanilla. If you love vanilla, that's it right there. Boom. It's a vanilla bomb. So much depth in that glass. It doesn't come right away. It comes more mid to late palate, but you just get so much depth in this glass. This is so much better. I mean, I can tell by the color that it's the Peerless Double Oak. This is so much better than the Bourbon Cello that I had in the last blind. I mean, the Bourbon Cello is good, but this is something. Wow. grapes and pears. Wow. A bunch of different things going on there. That being said, I'm not sure I'm actually liking this glass that much anymore. I mean, I know initially it had like the second strongest nose, right? And it's a lovely nose. So at this point, as you get into these things and you start drinking the nose means less and the palate means more as you get further and further into this. And I'm going to tell this story so that I can eat some cheese here. Reset my palate. But yeah, it's good. But you know what? I'm going to stall some more so I can really reset my palate here. So if you remember in the last video, I had asked, I don't know, I think I actually asked 3 times, if anybody was interested in me getting what? Now I can't think of the name. Garrison Brothers. There's a single barrel, Garrison Brothers, down at Ira's in Oak Creek. And I was looking at it. I tried it against the Rabbit Hole last week. Bought the Rabbit Hole because the Rabbit Hole really tasted good. But, the Garrison Brothers was stronger. It was stronger on the nose, stronger on the palate. It was really pleasant, really nice. The only problem I had with it is that half, or 60% of the palate were notes from White Dog. And it was only a 3-year product. And I thought it was $99. And I was on the fence and I didn't buy it. And I asked in the last video 3 times, I think I did, whether or not somebody should, put in the comments about it. And, well, as you would, go figure, because I don't publish enough and because my publishing is irregular enough, occasionally YouTube tanks my videos, and they tanked that one. And only 40 some people saw it. I mean, it was ridiculous. And, it's YouTube punishing me for not having a set schedule and not publishing enough. That's really what it amounts to. Because I have other videos that are way more than that. And so I didn't get any comments to that question. But when you only have 45 people watching it, that's what happens. So I ended up back there. I ended up back at Ira's, and I wanted to take a look at this again. And I picked it up, and I asked them about it, and they said I was wrong on the price. They said that was actually, they wanted $179 for it. $179. Now, I don't know. I mean, they've got, Calumet 15 and 16 on the shelf that are less than that. And I would rather have those than the Garrison Brothers. For $99, I was considering it. I mean, it's got a really strong nose, really strong palate, and it's sweet, it's tasty. I was willing to give it a shot, willing to do it for $99. But for $179, you got to be out of your mind. For something that's only a 3-year product that 50-60% of the tasting notes in it are tasting notes of White Dog, because after all, it's only a 3-year product. I don't know what they're doing, but it's vanilla with cream corn. That's what it is. And you know what cream corn is, right? That's White Dog. So I just can't get that. I just can't get past that in my head. And there's no way I'm paying $179 for that bottle. No way. They're mad, right? So, anyways, interesting story. I ain't doing that. So, let's move on, shall we? Now that I've given myself a chance to thoroughly reset my palate, I'm going to go this one, this one, this one. Mix up the order. Smells great. Wow. That's so good. Wow. Almost. Wow. It's like candy. That now I get, I mean, it's a vanilla bomb, yes, but it's also got all this confectionery sugar over the top. Wow. So sweet. Not a lot of fruit. Not a lot of spice. I'd be surprised if I'm wrong. I mean, I know I said Jay Manley earlier. I'd be surprised if I'm wrong about that, but I could be. I've been wrong before. In fact, I had blinds where I was way off. You know, whatever. That's what you get for opening your mouth. Oh, that's really good too. Wow. Damn, that's good too. Damn. I was hoping. Somebody, show me something. All right, I'm going to do this in more rapid succession here. And I'm just going to go until somebody's armor cracks. Somebody's armor cracks. I'm going to go in a different order. Oh, that was so good. Ha! Fuck. Damn. All right, fuck it. I'm going to go Glass B out in 5th for no other reason than somebody's got to go. It's really, really good. Really good. Fantastic. But it's going out in 5th. That's how good these bangers are. That's really good. And I'm really enjoying it. And I'm pissed off that it's going out in 5th place. All right. I'm running out of water again. All right. Garrison Brothers would not have held up to this list. It would have been one of the first 2 or 3 out. It would have. Just saying. I've tried it. There's no way mentally I could get past the fact that, you know, it's vanilla and cream corn. All right? The cream corn, I'd be like, this is fucking White Dog. And, you know, I'd be putting it out. Sorry. Anyways. Oh, what a nose. Do it in a different order. God, that one's really... Oh. This is so unique. It's amazing. This Class A... Wow. That's something. And that glass is fantastic. Whatever it is. Holy shit. Oh. I don't know where to go with this. Alright, so I don't know where to go with this. I really don't. That one's so good. Really good. I'm running out of this one because I keep thinking that I should be near the bottom, and it just keeps delivering, right? And so as a result, I'm running out. Oh. This sucks. All right. Yes, it sucks drinking the best bottles I own. Because this is what happens. Oh, that's really good. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna put glass, what is this? A, B, C, D, E, F. Glass F out in 4th place. It's really good. It's a fantastic pour. What can I say? I really like the 5th place. I really like the 6th place. I mean, what do you do? All right, I'm going to start from this side. I don't know. There's a little iffiness in that one that time. That's the first time I thought something iffy about that glass. First time. Oh. So I think this is the J. Manley. I think this is the Dark Arts. I think that's the Elijah Craig. I think that's the Peerless. I think that's the Blantons. I don't know which one that is. I don't know which one this is. And I don't know which one this is. This is the one I've been thinking. It has the strongest nose, it has the strongest palate, and it's really, really, really good. I've been thinking that this is the leader. And that last round of sips was the first time I questioned that. This one here that I think might be J. Manley is almost gone, which is a problem. On one hand, I don't want to have too much liquor to drink. And on the other hand, I got to have enough in the glasses to do this. And so I've been just touching it to my lips lately, which really is enough to give me that sense of vanilla explosion with confectionery sugar sprinkled over the vanilla, right? So I got a fruit explosion. I got a vanilla with confectionery sugar explosion. And over here, I just have something. I have the strongest nose, strongest palate that just is extremely well-rounded. Just a fantastic nose. Do I call it a three-way tie? You know, some of the bigger channels, right? I mean, I'm a tiny, tiny little channel, right? But you don't see them doing this. And maybe this is why. Maybe this is why they don't. Right? How do you choose between your best bottles? How do you? I mean, based on history, I guess I would have to guess that this is the Bardstown. Just based simply on reputation, right? Like my monologue in the beginning. But I might be wrong. I mean, Could this be Chestnut Farms? Probably not, but it could be. Could this be the old Dominic? Could be, but you know, the Bardstown beat the old Dominic once in one of my previous blinds. So that one that just went out in fourth could easily be the old Dominic. Or it could be the Chestnut Farms. I don't know. This could be anything. I'm not going to let that bother me, though. I am going to try to figure out, and I know this video is getting long. I see I'm at 1.07. Way too long. I need to wrap this up. Wow, that's good. Oh, I really like that. Okay, I would call this a three-way tie. But I'm going to go with C out in third, A out in second, and G, is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G in first place. I mean, really, those top three could have been in any round, in any order. I just love them all. They're just absolutely fantastic. But I got to end this. I'm running out of liquid. They're so freaking good. They're all so freaking good. Wow. That's why this is the bangers round. That's why this is the bangers round. If I do a competition with, I'm going to say this now. I'm thinking about doing a round of blinds with my LEs next. And then I thought I would take the cast strength winners versus the rye winners versus the single barrel winners of the bourbon and Tennessee whiskey, and the LE winners, and put them all in together. And I'm going to say this now, that I've got to put the top three in that because of from this blind, because the top three are all so good. They're just, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. So I'm going to put the top three into that if I get there, which I think I am. So let's do this now. Let's reveal it. Let's do this. I know this has been way too long. I apologize for that, but you got to understand how hard this is. All right. In last place, 8th place, it is number 7. Well, I was wrong. The lightest nose was indeed not the Blantons. The one that I just thought was really blah. I can't believe I'm doing this. I mean, this is I spent $220 on this. This is fucking Buffalo Trace, right? Blantons. Straight from the fucking barrel. Dead last, 8th place. It's the glass that I thought was ordinary compared to the rest. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's good. Like I said, it's good. It's not that great. Oh my God. Well, there you go. Blanton's. Fucking 8th place. I can't believe that. I thought it was over here in 7th place. I really did. The light nose. I thought the light nose was Blanton's. This was not that light of a nose. It wasn't the strongest nose, but it wasn't the lightest nose. It just was unspectacular. Everything else was spectacular. That was not. All right. In 7th place, number 6. Well, this doesn't really surprise me that much. I kind of thought, I didn't realize it had such a light nose. So our light nose wonder, I said it tasted pretty good. But it had a light nose. Yeah, it is. It's good. It tastes good. It's definitely better than the Blantons. Oh, it is a little spicy though. So there you go. Chestnut Farms Single Barrel in 7th place. All right. Well, I said I thought this one might be in the middle because I couldn't remember how good it was or not. And I thought this would be in the bottom half. All right. Let's do this. In 6th place. Well, I correctly identified this as the... I got to do something up here. As the Elijah Craig. I got to keep these glasses up here for the moment. I thought the Elijah Craig was clearly better than these two. Clearly. So there you are. In 5th place, that I was pissed off about because I really liked this and I was totally enjoying it and I didn't want to put it out because I really liked it. I was really enjoying it. I thought it had a lot to offer. And it does. In 5th place is indeed the Peerless. I mean, there's no way I could be wrong about it because it's so dark, right? But that's just a really, really, really lovely glass. It really is. If you missed out on this Peerless Double Oak, now if you ever go to Peerless, I've been there several times, downtown Louisville. You know, they only have one single barrel going at a time. They rotate. They've got like 50 different single barrels. And they got these different little badges, right? That there's like 50 different ones. And there's like this board that they have of all of them. And they're just constantly running between their different single barrels. And so every time you're there, there's like one single barrel that's available at the time. And I've got a few. I've got a rye, I've got the Bourbon Cello, and I've got the Double Oak. And I'm hoping to get down to Louisville here, next month. And I'm definitely stopping at Peerless, and I'd be shocked if I don't come away with another single barrel that is different than the ones I already own. But, we'll see. Anyways, this one here is really, 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 really good. And, wow. And I went out in 5th place because life sucks. All right. In 4th place. Number 2. No way. All right. So I thought that Glass F and Glass G. I thought that Glass G was clearly better than F. I had them side by side this whole time, and F became vulnerable because G was so good. I started out saying that it was one of my top 2. In the end, I decided it was in 4th. The king has fallen. Bardstown Single Barrel just finished in 4th place. Do you know what I think that means? I think that means that Oldomic just won. Because I think that's Dark Arts. And I think that is Jay Mattingly. wow. Because in a previous blind, I had picked Bardstown over Old Dominic. Like I said, different day, different result, right? That's how it goes. When you're dealing with great bottles, that's how it goes. So, the king has fallen. Bardstown did not win. All right, I put this one out in third, for better or worse. This is the one I thought was Jay Mattingly. Number 5. Yes. It is Jay Mattingly. I mean, how could it not be? Got that last little taste. I mean, I'm telling you, it is vanilla sprinkled with confectionery sugar just all day. I mean, it lasts for 3, 4, 5 minutes. I mean, it's amazing. If you like a sweet bourbon, this Frankfurt Hayride. So if you're not familiar with Jay Mattingly, they're right across the street from Buffalo Trace there in Frankfurt, right? So when the driveway that you go into the parking lot, the guest parking lot to go into Buffalo Trace, right? So when you leave Buffalo Trace, because I'm not saying don't go to Buffalo Trace, right? Go to Buffalo Trace, get your bottle, right? Be one of the first people in line. But then when you do that, and you come back out that driveway, go straight. Don't turn on the main highway. Go straight across into that industrial park that's across the street. And on the right-hand side, there's an unassuming little building that the front is like a storefront and the back is a warehouse. That's Jay Mattingly. And it's phenomenal. And we had the best time there. We went there. We spent over an hour. We did a flight. Then we were given the opportunity to go out and back, and we met with we met with their head distiller, and we met with their head mixer. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but it was fantastic. We met all these guys and tasted their stuff. We got to taste their white dog. We got to see their whole operation. It was fantastic. When I go back, I'm supposed to be back in Louisville and Kentucky in general. I don't know, in July, I think. And when I go, no, it's in June. In June, I'm supposed to be going. I'm definitely stopping at Buffalo Trace, and I'm definitely stopping at Jay Mattingly across the street. Definitely give them a try. It really is good. All right. Second place. This has got to be Dark Arts. Yes, it's Dark Arts. It's not that sweet, but it is just an absolute explosion of different fruits. I mean, it is so... I can't think of a bottle that is more fruit forward than Dark Arts Single Barrel. Wow. I mean, I'm going to realign these now that I've got all these glasses out of the way. I can't believe that Bardstown is where it is. This means that Bardstown has lost to 2 bottles that it had once beaten earlier. It had beaten Jay Mattingly earlier. It had beaten Old Dominic earlier. And I cannot believe it. There's no way I would have picked number 8, the last bottle in the run. I didn't even put it in here as a banger. When I did trials to figure out who should be in the bangers and who shouldn't, I made Dark Arts work its way in. I made Jay Mattingly work its way in. They were up against Four Roses and Jefferson's Ocean. And I decided that Four Roses and Jefferson's Ocean belonged in the earlier one, and that these two belonged in this one. And they did belong in this one, right? They're right here. But I didn't think about Old Dominick. Wow. Holy shit. God, that's good. Old Dominick, Tennessee whiskey. Also, can you believe that a Tennessee whiskey won the Bourbon blind? Some people say Tennessee whiskeys are all bourbons. I think that's true. I don't know. You can leave me a comment if you want. So, there you go. I am stunned. I knew this would be near the bottom, but I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was the last bottle. I feel like I was ripped off. All right, there it is, Blanton's. I also feel like I was ripped off on this one. It was a really light nose. It's really tasty. Really tasty. It's just really light. And it didn't belong in this blind. In fact, I have to say that these two bottles here got an automatic kind of like into it based on reputation. And they probably didn't deserve to be here, because I have a feeling that if I put these two up against Jefferson Ocean and up against Old Elk and up against maybe Rabbit Hole, these two probably wouldn't be here. Probably wouldn't be here. This finished about where I thought it would. I am shocked about this one right here. The king has fallen. I expected this. I thought this would be in the top half, but I didn't think it would win. There we go. We have a new king. Now, Old Dominick, right? Now, like I said, the next thing I'm going to do is I've got a bunch of LEs around here, and I'm going to do not as many. So only going to be 1 or 2 blinds. I'm going to do a blinds here of my LEs and figure out which are the best LEs that I own. And then once I'm done with that, we will go back and try the best of the LEs against the best of the single barrel bourbons, against the best of the against the best of the ryes, which I think are all single barrels, and the best of the core release. Why not, right? You got to have Frey Ranch in the mix, right? So I got to figure out how to do that. But I am going to commit that these 3 were in particular so hard to distinguish between that I'm going to have to put these 3 all in that mix and try them again, because they were just so good. So here we go. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry this video took so long, but there you go. Those are our winners. Peace out.